No, because I'm making it like trying to go back to my journalism Howard stuff that I've... Okay, good evening. Thanks again for joining us. We are continuing on with our family history, and this evening we have with us Sandra Holder, better known as San, and she's going to give us some history and about the Penn family. So Sandra, I'm calling you San. Tell us a little bit about your family.
I'm Sandra Holder, the daughter of Teresa Penn Holder, the daughter of Robert C. Penn, that came to Winston-Salem from Spencer, Virginia. I believe it's Spencer, Virginia. I have a brother and a sister, Melba and Marvin Holder, and I currently live in Silver Spring, Maryland.
Tell me a little bit, what was it like growing up with Mom and your siblings and things you remember?
It was fun. I was the youngest of the three, and it was fun growing up in Winston-Salem. I think I was a little bit spoiled by my grandfather. We lived across the street from my grandparents. And a funny thing I have to tell is my mother was a beautician, and at that particular time when I was in the lower grades, she was sharp. I don't know whether she told us or not, but she went to all of the baseball games, the World Series, and all this kind of stuff. And she would dye her hair and have the streaks in her hair and all this. And she had, I mean, she would buy clothes, and she would like a shoe, and she would buy every color of the shoe. I can remember in particular some shoes that she had, and it may be the reason that I like shoes with the back out, the strappy shoes. I can remember her having these shoes, and she had one pair in pink and one pair in blue, I believe it was, and the toe and the heel was out. And I mean, she was really sharp. And I can remember when my sister went off to school, I assumed that people thought that we were rich because she took half of my mother's wardrobe with her. And she had this coat that I called Job's coat because it was like a coat of many colors. It was a check. And I can't remember whether it had fastenings, you know, up the front or not, but it was blocks, and it was orange and blue and all this kind of, and it was simply sharp.
Oh my goodness.
In fact, it was a color similar to the top.
Okay. Tell me some of the things about that you remember your family always, the values and things they held in terms of you all family and the Penns that you can remember. Holidays or tradition, things that brought you all together.
I started talking about being spoiled, and I have to go back. I got off on the clothes, and I forgot one thing that was very important, and that ties in the Penns. When I was very young, my father died, and we lived across the street from my grandparents. And as I mentioned, my mother was a beautician, and she would go to work. And being spoiled as I was, sometimes I would not want to go to school unless she took me. And I would not want to come home unless my grandfather came to meet me. There was a bridge, and I would walk as far as the bridge, and if he didn't come meet me, I didn't come home.
Oh my goodness.
And adding to that, I can remember also, I was the one that found our grandfather dead.
Oh.
Because I did come home this particular day, but I knew he was sick, and I came in and I went to the back room where he was, and I came back out and told my grandmother that he was half on the bed and half on the sofa and half off, and that was when I found him. But to the good things. Tradition was Christmas, Thanksgiving, the big dinners, and my mother's Waldorf salad. That was a thing that she made every year. But we had a nice, white tablecloth. She made rolls, which she still can make. Best potato rolls.
Oh, yum.
Ham, turkey, Waldorf salad, dressing, all that good stuff.
Okay, very good. Well, at this time, we would like to thank Stan for being another addition to our family, giving us information on our family history, the Penn family. We'd like to thank you, and that's the end of our interview for
Thank
tonight.
you.
Thank you. Okay.